to dress appropriate, to speak appropriate, in the proper time, venue, forum, place. So it's always like that. And you don't even see when summer, you seldom see Filipinas in two-piece or in a bikini. It depends also in the place where it is. Like in Boracay, it's like, because everybody's doing that. But if it's just like a not well-known really beach and lakes, for example, people will look at you really like they're not insulting you, but like they're surprised. And it's like, then of course I will say some will think that you're a bad girl, naughty girl. That's why really. And men, yes, men love to see them. They go, "Ooh." It's men's nature. But as much as possible, when you are his girlfriend or wife, you have to follow proper attire. Like you cannot dress like you're bewitching other men, like because men are visuals, right? So they know that when you dress really so improper, like you're showing a lot of your body, your skin, they will really be very mad, and they will really confront you like, why you just change your clothes. And we love that because it means they protect us. It means that he wants me to only be his girl. He wants me to be safe. He wants to see me only for him and not other men seeing me, my body, like that. Okay, so if, for example, he thinks your skirt is short, too short, as in short, then he will tell you, or if what you wear shows a lot of your skin, he will really tell you, to go and change your clothes. I don't want to see you like that again, huh? Then we will follow. We feel good, huh? We don't feel bad because we know that he knows it's good for us. It's proper. That's why we need men to tell us this. We don't want men that will just ride on with your craziness and whatnot. We feel that if the man is like that, really, he's really like literal irresponsible, or not a leader, or a mama's boy, literally. Like he doesn't know how to decide by himself. Yes, this is a general trait also for Filipino men, even women again. But Filipino men are very humble. You would barely hear from them bragging about their achievements, their money, being rich or classy, or generally. So they will never fake being rich or act classy just to please. They hate fakes, honestly. And if you're a fake, we call it plastic. If you're like that, they will lose interest in you. Women will lose interest in you if you were really like a show off. Men will lose interest in you as a woman if you are also bragging about material things. We always want to be praised by others, not to praise yourself. So we call that in Filipino, nagbubuhat ng sariling bangko. It means that translation, you're carrying your own chair, that you brag, boast, especially you want to be superior, and you think that you are greater than others, you're richer than others, you are untouchable. So they are very down-to-earth individuals. We all cherish life's simplicity. We are really contented that we don't work already and strive. But for the moment, if it is what you have, we're okay with what we have. Then if we have the luck and we will work hard for it, we will strive, that will be like we're grateful and we will be happy, of course. But we don't really like have this like it's getting unrealistic really. So if we can, if we can do it, then we will do it. We will strive hard, we will work hard. But if it's just realistic, then if it's not really, like for example, you really want to buy this car, luxury car, and you will strive hard, but still, your capacity, right? Unless if you win a lottery, okay, instantly you can buy it, but you have to assess yourself to your potential, your limitations, the limitations of your capacity, because out of that, if you're really dreaming, desiring out of your capacity, then that's delusion already. Not just material things, like even if your demands for a man, your demands for a woman, and you have this level that is not like your level before when you were single, and you're really single as in you don't have kids, you're still a virgin, then why would you really be not contented of just and accept that you're here now, not there, compared to others who are young, single, no kids, virgins? You have to put yourself in the right position. Okay, so Filipino men are very social beings. So they love socializing and would often treat their friends for free. They're really willing to spend extra cash for their peers for the sake of getting along well. And for Filipino men, friendship is more important than money. Of course, even for Filipinas, when it comes to love and relationship, it's always love, 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 love. And we have this, usually both Filipino men and Filipino, even if she or he doesn't have money or like that, it's not important for us. Okay, don't get me wrong, of course it's important, but it's not the first like deal breaker for us. What we usually do is that first we establish the love, respect, trust, the connection, build the foundation of the family, and then we go from there. We plan for the future. We plan for the family. The guy will do everything to protect and provide his kingdom, and the woman is there to support and help in any way that she can, also when it comes to, for example, economic status of the family. If she's not working, she will find means to help the man. If the man is not really having a good income or just a low paying job, so she will help the man to make ends meet for the family again, not for her personal needs. If they could afford to have some extra for their wishes and luxuries, if they can, they will, of course, in some time, on some occasions, but it's not really the number one, like that goes inside our minds. Next is Filipino men are really shy, also the same with Filipinas. Here's a tip. If you met a Filipino man who approach you confidently with pickup lines and a bit of flirting, chances are, for us, how we see them, these guys, we see them as like we're meeting a player. It's, I don't know, it's like how we see men, like that. So Filipinos are known to be torpe, like in English it's like vague, So would even often ask from friends, peers, older people, older men, their fathers, their uncles, then what to do when they're gonna approach a woman that he likes. Because still, until this present day, we still follow the courting stage, which is a bit lengthy actually, traditionally, and do traditional way of courting, wooing, pursuing women. And we like that. Women there likes that. We don't usually jump, like, even if we are also interested in them, they have to wait for a specific time. Because if a girl or if a woman will say yes in just one meeting, then the society will think different, like, oh, she's an easy girl, she's the B word, or the a 304. When you're a foreigner, I think it's important also the ways of how Filipinos men court. I mean, you don't need to change who you are, but because it's just that if you want a traditional Filipina, at least you can learn from a bit, take a bit out of these Filipino men traits that give happy feeling, good vibes, and extra points. You get poggy points, handsome points, not physical handsome, okay? It's an add-on. But handsome points, poggy points we call it. It's more of how you deal with life, how you face responsibility, and how you treat her. And that's with love and respect, how pure your intentions are. Very important. That's why we get attracted to men who are like this. Filipino men treat women highly. That's why I also mentioned this in my previous videos, that we understand each other, the roles, the limitations. We don't overlap. We don't compete with our men, because both of us understand our position, our boundaries, and what is the proper and right thing to do to fulfill our purpose in the balance of life. And also, we still practice this most often, like girlfriend, boyfriends. He will carry your handbag to show that, he's a guy, he's a man. Although, of course, your handbag is not 10 tons heavy. But it's just like a manner of showing respect and treating his woman with care and love and being affectionate too. It's just like really innate, automatic. So it's reciprocation, this is a balance. So it's not really that it's a rule that you really have to do, that you need to follow. It's unspoken. It's just there. And we understand, that's the thing, because we understand where we stand, where we are, without hurting other people, without saying that, oh, you are weaker than me, you are useless. So this is a very prevalent occurrence among Filipinos, actually, so don't be disheartened that it's really normal for us to be like that at first, like the parents, I mean, to be a little bit cold, because yes, it's just like observing you, but it doesn't mean that they instantly dislike you. They just wanted to be sure that their son gets a good woman, that they will not worry in their house, that he creates and builds his own family, that someone is going to take care of him. This means that they are not disliking you, but they're just simply protective to their son, and they just want to get to know you on a profound level first. So, however, once they get to know you better, they will certainly treat you like part of the family already. And Filipinos are noted for their strong and intimate bonds to their families. So they labor all day and do everything in their power and to provide, to feed, and care for their families. That's traditional Filipino men of the house that we like as women, as Filipinas. And yes, a Filipino man wants and needs a supportive partner. It doesn't only mean that you have to be supportive because you love him. No, it's more than that. It demonstrates that you've got his back no matter what he does, because you're his partner. For me, it's like I said this also, like you're the backbone of his backbone of the house too, because he has a backbone is that supports, right? So for me, women should be backbones of the house and of her men, to support morally, even financially. You'll do everything for the family, for your man, really. Also, like assuring him that for better or for worse, through thick and thin, I mean, you'll always love him, even if he stumbles in whichever route he chooses. It doesn't only mean that you have to be supportive because you love him. That's why you're there, right? So the woman will really fight or protect you, like if through thick and thin, really. That's where our love is tested, actually. And it's always important in a relationship to express to your partner how supportive you are. So that's why even Filipinas will really show a lot of love languages, will really care for you, and which this one is often misunderstood by women, on the other side of the world, that they say it's slavery. But for us, no, it's not. Again and again, I will repeat it, because our men understands that it's our role. And we like to do it, we love to do it, because we also understand that what makes me as a good wife, a good partner, a good woman, and it means that I fulfilled my role. And we're proud of that. It means that it's so like we want to please our man in that way. So we both understand that that's our man's need. He doesn't have to tell us that. And a Filipino man, of course, want you as a woman to trust him. That's why we look at him as the leader of the house, because we trust him. And that makes him happy, feeds his ego, completes his masculinity. And we would love to help him to fulfill and achieve his masculinity, because we complement each other. The belief that someone will always be faithful and love you is known to be trust. Again, trust is like an orchid. It's beautiful but delicate, and it needs certain conditions to thrive. So, what are these conditions? It's your tender, loving care that you will give to your man. When you trust them, it shows that he is really recognized and respected as a man. He is a real man. Okay, so to trust someone, you must be able to rely on them. So we do. As women, we rely on our men, because we know that he's our protector, he's our man, he's the leader. So we feel good and secure to confide in them and to trust them in decision makings, in the things that should be really done for the sake of the family and for you as a woman. That's how you're giving him the feel of being a man in the house. overall demeanor, especially character and attitude. So there is, we always, even for men, Filipinas, for Filipino men, even how handsome you are, how rich you are, how pretty you are, how beautiful you are, but when they know your real character, and you don't know how to clean, how you don't know how to cook, or the man is irresponsible, like he doesn't know how to make decisions on his own, like a man, they will really get turned off. You will lose the chance to be chosen. So they will find other prospects. So I mean, bottom line is, it's always the character and attitude, and how you value and deal with life, reality of life. That what makes one attractive and into you, both for men and women in the Philippines. So these physical attributes are, yeah, at first you really get, wow, he's so handsome, he's so like this. But it's just like, if they have an interest with you, they will ask a lot of questions, your family background, your likes and dislikes. They really want to get to know you, because they want to check your character and attitude, your personality, both for men and women. So that's how we see standards in there. Not standards because, like more of material things or superficials. It's just, again, this will just be on the bottom list of hierarchy of needs and wants. A Filipino guy really wants you to trust him. So that's why it's automatic and innate to us women that we see our man really as the man, the leader of our house, the pillar of the house, because we know and understand our Filipino men that they want us women to trust them, to rely on them, to see their manliness. For us, we see trust as the bedrock of our relationships, ability to withstand even the most trying circumstances. We believe that we cannot maintain a long-term relationship without trust and respect. Of course, they go hand in hand together. And of course, if you have those two, it means you love them. But to gain trust, you have to establish first that you can be trusted. So it's again like you reap what you sow. The golden rule, as I've said, right? I don't know, but you see, if you still have these traditional values that your older generation has taught you, and you still continue the practice, you don't need to just, you have to do this, she has to do this, he has to do this. No, it's like really automatic, no questions, because it's the usual norm. It's the way it should be. Usually the issue in the Philippines that there are separations is not about that the man cannot provide a lot of money and do this and that, or the girl became fat, or no, it's more of like the ability to be a good partner is to do your traditional role. Your character, your attitude, that's what is number one for us. Those other things, we feel and we believe that it will just follow. Material things especially, these are add-ons again for us. It's achievable, when you work hand in hand together, it's really achievable. And if you have this love, you'll be really happy if you understand each other and maintain your boundaries, and you know your roles, respective roles, your significance to each other. You complement each other. If you really don't have much, but you have those, it's still lighter for you. Your home, your house, your relationship is still happy, because both of you are contented and both of you are working hard, striving hard for the family, for both of you, not for individual. selfishness. No. And again, of course, women, you will understand that women are really spending a lot. It's because they need a lot of you, especially they need a lot of things like nappies, of course, every month, and moisturizer. Even men use moisturizers, right? So, but in the Philippines, we don't buy when we can less afford it. If we can't, then if we will be blessed with those extras, bonuses of luxury, well and good. We're gonna be happy and grateful and thankful and all, we're blessed. But if our life is just average, or what is even more important for us is the love, care, respect, understanding inside the family, peaceful inside the family, and happy. That's the number one thing. That's our goal actually. We're just a bit realistic really, and everything is mostly always like making the family first, bound by love and respect and trust. And then all of these other things are bonuses. Okay, so I hope you learned something. And for those foreign guys who would like to meet a Filipino, date a Filipino, please review some of my videos like the taboos in the Philippines. And this one, of course, it's like you're not going to change yourself. What you are is what you are. It's your identity. But at least if you know a bit of the culture, because you're going to date a Filipina, you will understand that sometimes the Filipina is not open to some certain things because it's not their culture. Sometimes maybe you get some misunderstandings because in our culture, in dating, for example, dating culture, like there's a lot of stages when you want a relationship, traditional, okay? Courtship starts getting to know each other really deep, getting to know each other, then goes family. After knowing the character and the attitude, that's more when we know that we really love, we are in love, because the character and the attitude is the really like the deal breaker for us. It's how you treat us Filipinos, how our Filipino men treats us is our gauge that we are in good hands. How he is a real man, protector, provider, it's already granted, right? It's nature of things of the world. So then we go from there and we will discuss future plans for making the family more better, life better together, dealing businesses, plans for business. Or Filipina is turned off when a man is tied up to the apron strings of their moms. The responsibilities. It's not that I were saying that you don't respect or see your mom anymore. No, you're not like that. Filipinas will expect some things about how you treat them in the Filipino way, of course, because Filipino men are like that. It's not that they want you to be like Filipino men, but at least you know where to give her a bit of closer to your heart. Innately, Filipino men knows that these are the factors or the elements how to win a Filipino heart. So at least you get some tips that, you don't need to change for us to be liked, but the point here is attitude and character. What really tickles the Filipino heart. How you treat her with love, respect, trust. Mwah. Perfect. Not material things. You can do it together. Thank you, vibing with Ranha and Radha all the time. Patriarch Turner. A lot. Robert Meredith. Shout out next time. I'm low battery 5% because it's kaput.